Tyrannosaurus rex, the ferocious carnivore that once roamed the earth and instantly became one of the most popular dinosaurs of all time. But what if I told you that this iconic predator may have actually been more interested in cleaning up after others than hunting down its own food? That's right. This episode is all about the real T-Rex, the truth behind its feeding habits. Was it really the ultimate predator, or was it just a scavenger looking for a quick and easy meal? Hey there, and welcome to Paleo Logic. Today we're going to be talking about the T-Rex and whether it was a predator or a scavenger. Let's get into it. One of the most iconic dinosaurs of all time, Tyrannosaurus rex, often referred to as the king of the dinosaurs, is known for its massive size, powerful jaws, and predatory lifestyle. Tyrannosaurus rex fossils have been found in western North America, in the Hell Creek and Lance Creek formations in Montana, in the Big Bend of the Pecos River in Texas, and in the Red Deer River Valley in Canada. They lived during the late Cretaceous period, which lasted from about 145 to 66 million years ago, and they were among the last of the non-avian dinosaurs to exist. But not all is as it seems. Recent discoveries and studies have shed new light on the feeding habits of this magnificent creature. And what we found might surprise you? You see, for years, paleontologists have debated whether the T-Rex was a fearsome hunter or a scavenger that relied on the carcasses of other animals for food. And now, with new evidence on our side, we're closer to uncovering the truth than ever before. So make sure to watch till the end to find out what we discovered and how it's changing the way we think about the T-Rex forever. Okay, so let's start by talking about the classic view of the T-Rex as a fierce predator. The T-Rex was an apex predator in its ecosystem, which means that it was at the top of the food chain and had no natural enemies. It was well adapted for hunting with its large size, powerful legs, and sharp teeth. And fossils of prey animals such as Triceratops and Edmontosaurus have been found with T-Rex tooth marks, which suggests that they were hunted and killed by these massive meat eaters. Plus, if you've seen any of the Jurassic Park movies, you know that the T-Rex was portrayed as a ruthless killer that wouldn't hesitate to attack anything that got in its way. This portrayal has cemented the T-Rex's reputation as a fearsome predator in the public's imagination. However, in recent years, some paleontologists have challenged this traditional view and argued that the T-Rex was actually more of a scavenger than a hunter. Their argument is based on several key pieces of evidence. First, the T-Rex had relatively small arms, which may not have been very useful for hunting down prey. Some paleontologists argue that the T-Rex used its arms to help itself get up after falling over, but that's a whole other can of worms. Second, the T-Rex had a metabolism that was similar to that of birds, which means that it may have needed a lot of energy to fuel its active lifestyle. If the T-Rex was an apex predator, it would have expended a lot of energy chasing down and killing prey. But if it was a scavenger, it could have saved energy by feeding on already dead animals. Finally, the T-Rex's skull and teeth were well suited for crushing and tearing through flesh, and it's possible that these adaptations would have been more useful for scavenging than for hunting. Okay, so now that we've covered both sides of the argument, let's move on to the new evidence that's helping us uncover the truth about the T-Rex's feeding habits. One of the most exciting developments in this debate has been the discovery of coprolites, which are fossilized poop. Seriously, that's the scientific term for fossilized poop. Anyway, these fossilized poop samples have provided valuable insights into the diet of ancient animals, including the T-Rex. In 2021, a study published in the journal PNAS reported the discovery of a T-Rex coprolite that contained the remains of fish. This finding suggests that the T-Rex may have fed on aquatic animals, which could be evidence of a more varied diet than previously thought. Additionally, the chemical analysis of another T-Rex coprolite revealed that it was more similar to the feces of modern-day scavengers like hyenas than to the feces of predators like lions. This suggests that the T-Rex may have relied more on scavenging than on hunting to meet its nutritional needs. Talk about a turd that tells a tale. Okay, so now that we've covered the evidence, let's move on to the next big question. What does it mean for the T-Rex's reputation as an apex predator if it turns out that it was actually more of a scavenger? Well, first of all, it's important to remember that being a scavenger doesn't mean that the T-Rex was weak or less impressive as a dinosaur. In fact, being able to scavenge effectively is a valuable skill in the animal kingdom and requires a unique set of adaptations. Scavengers need to be able to find and access carcasses that are often hidden or difficult to reach. And they also need to be able to defend themselves against other predators that may be trying to steal their food. Furthermore, being a scavenger doesn't necessarily preclude being a predator. Many animals, including hyenas and foxes, are both predators and scavengers and switch between the two depending on the availability of prey and other factors. In fact, it's not uncommon for scavengers to kill sick or elderly animals that are unable to defend themselves. So while the T-Rex may have relied on scavenging to meet some of its nutritional needs, it still would have been capable of hunting down and killing prey when necessary. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think the T-Rex was a ruthless predator or a clever scavenger, or maybe a little bit of both? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode of Paleo Logic. As we wrap up today's episode, we want to thank all of our supporters for their generous support. If you're not currently a supporter but would like to help us keep bringing these videos to life, please consider supporting us. Your support will help us continue to improve the quality of our videos and bring you more fascinating paleontological discoveries. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Paleo Logic. We hope you learned something new and enjoyed the journey through time. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an exciting episode. And be sure to visit our website to check out our latest news, videos, and merchandise. Thanks for watching. See you next time.